Lechuneranana. 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 Lechuneran.
Okay, excellent. Thanks.
Wow. Supreme Court rejected the lawsuit.
Which lawsuit? Oh, that 17.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
I agree with you, but
Of course they did. Like, it's the most ridiculous thing ever. Okay.
This was plugged in somewhere.
That's the monitor.
Yeah. This is the output. Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to do like multiple things with it, but I couldn't.
Okay.
So now this is plugged in here, which means that I'm supposed. Can you speak to the mic for a second?
Check.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Check.
Okay, excellent. Okay.
so how are we doing? Yeah? Oh, good. Okay.
This thing's useless. I'm also not.
We need to try and figure out maybe put it like on a table or something.
What? Second.
Sorry, I'm not standing here to rush you. I'm always standing here to not be in the camera.
Oh, I see.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
In. Greg, I want to do a quick check on my guitar line.
Go for it. You're good.
I'm not getting anything back from him. Is he on?
He is on. He's good. He's saying you're good.
Okay. Hanerot, Hanerot, Hanerot halalu, Hanerot, Hanerot.
Page 364. 364.
Halalu, Anu madlichim, Anu madlichim, Anu madlichim, Hanerot halalu. Hanerot, Hanerot, Hanerot halalu, Hanerot, Hanerot, Hanerot halalu, Anu madlikin, Anu madlikin, Anu madlikin, Hanerot halalu.
Shabbat Shalom and Chag Orim Sameach. Happy Festival of Lights. Let me just welcome you all and tell you what it is, what a joy and a gift it is to get to see all of you. Your faces brighten my heart, open my little outlets of joy, my reservoirs of joy and gratitude. And before we light the Chanukiah, I want to just share a little thought that there's a mom and a daughter, and the mom says to the daughter, it's the second night of Hanukkah. And the daughter says, well, what do you mean, Mom? There are 3 lights. What the second night? I don't get it, the 3 lights. And of course, the mom says, well, the extra flame, honey, is the shamash. The shamash doesn't count. The shamash just is the servant. Shamash actually brings light to the others, but the shamash is never counted. So today, it's the second day of Hanukkah. And then the daughter, the child says, that's interesting, Mom, because the shamash is taller than the other candles. Why is that? Great, smart answer. Yeah, smart question. And it is a really wonderful question. Well, the shamash doesn't count, but it's actually taller than the rest. And so I think an answer that we all know in our own lives, but the Chanukiah is teaching us every day of Hanukkah and every year that we come back to this holiday, that when we dedicate our lives to the light of others, that's when we rise to our highest places. To dream alone and to, revel in one's own light, that's a very nice thing. But it's actually much better to help others dream their dreams and aspire to their dreams. And when you do that, you don't only bring out the best in the others, we also bring out the best in ourselves when we are devoting ourselves to bringing out the light of others. So for that reason, the mom offered to her daughter, that's why the shamash, who doesn't generally count, that's why the shamash stands above the other candles. So with that, Cantor Adam will light the Chanukiah, yeah?
Yeah, and while actually just riffing off that idea that you just gave,
Riff away.
Let's do one little song.
Sure, yeah.
With that idea.
Can you
One light, one little light, one light to light up the darkness. One light, one precious light, that's the light within you. That's the light within me. One light, one little light, one light to light up the dark. you. That's the light within me. Let's light that menorah.
Okay. So we light the shamash first, and then after Cantor Adam offers the blessings, then we use the shamash to light the other lights.
And let's keep the spotlight on the menorah.
Here, hold on a second.
Get some emergency backup matches.
As we say, it was never easy for God to bring light into the.
Between E minor, A, and D7. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kideshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim la'avoteinu bayamim ההם בזמן הזה. מה אוצר ישועתי לך נאה לשבח תיקון בתפילתי ושם תודה נזבח
That's why they don't have me doing this.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddeshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehalikneh shel Chanukah Shabbat.
Page 364, Mi Yimalel, is that right?
Let's sing Mi Yimalel.
364.
Mi Yimalel Gvurot Yisrael Otan Mi Yimneh Hen Bechelor Yakum Hagibor Goel Ham. Mi Yimalel Gvurot Yisrael Otan Mi Yimneh Hen Bechelor Yakum Hagibor Goel Ham. Shema בימים ההם בזמן הזה, מכבי מושיע ופודה, ובימינו כל עם ישראל, יתאחד יקום להיגאל. וימלל גבורות ישראל נתן מי ימנה, אין בחילור יעקב מגיבור גואל העם. Who can retell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage came to our aid. And on page 365. Oh Hanukkah, come light on the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Say we're going to play with the monkeys to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Oh Hanukkah, a yontif a shener, a lustiger a freilicher, I don't noch was seiner. Alle Nachten dreht lach spielen mir, so de Käse Latkis, es ohne Schier. Geschwinder singt Kinder, der Dinnika lichte Leon. Singt Al-Hanissim, lob Gott vor die Nissim und kommt, gehe tanzen im Korn. Singt Al-Hanissim, lob Gott vor die Nissim und kommt, gehe tanzen im Korn. Oh Hanukkah, a festival of joy, a holiday, a jolly day for every girl and boy, spinning whirling dreidels all week long, eating sizzling latkes and singing happy songs. Now light them tonight then, the flickering candles in a row, retell the wondrous story of God's eternal glory and dance by the kindle's cheering glow. Retell the story of God's eternal glory and dance by the candle's cheering glow. We switch gears now into Kabbalat Shabbat on page
12.
12. Thank you. We'll stay in E minor. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. נרויה, נרויה לצור ישנו, בזמירות נריע לו. נרויה, נרויה לצור ישנו, בזמירות נריע לו. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני.
Page 16, Psalm 98, Zamru Ladonai Bechilo, 16.
Zamru Ladonai Bechinor, Bechinor v'kol zimra, b'chatzatzot v'kol shofar. Aru lifnei hamelech Adonai, Yiram hayam umlo. Tevel v'yoshvei bar, neharot imcha uchad, yachad harim yeranenu. Lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz, lishpot tevel b'tzedek, ve'amim b'mei Hiram hayam umlo, tevel v'yoshvei bar, neharot yimcha uchad, yachad harim yeranenu. Neharot yimcha uchad, yachad harim yeranenu.
We turn to page 17, the next page for Psalm 99. The bottom paragraph.
רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להקודשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להקודשו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להקודשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להקודשו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להקודשו.
Before we turn to the Chadodi on page 20, read with me on page 19 from Psalm 29. The voice of Adonai kindles flames of fire, lahavot eish, like we've just lit. The voice of Adonai convulses the wilderness. Imagine if a voice could wake us up this way. Adonai convulses the wilderness of Kadesh. The voice of Adonai causes hinds to calf and strips forests bare. While in God's temple, all say kavod, glory. Adonai sat enthroned at the flood. Adonai sits enthroned, sovereign forever. Whoops. May Adonai grant strength to God's people. May Adonai bestow on God's people well-being.
Rabbi, I just had a thought as you commented on the voice of Adonai kindles flames of fire like we just kindled. And then the next line, the voice of Adonai convulses in the wilderness. And I'm thinking of that moment at Sinai when our tradition says that the people, they saw the sound of the shofar and they heard the light. And this idea of kinesthesia on Hanukkah, that we should hear the flames of the candles. We should hear the songs emanating from the menorah. It's just
Beautiful.
an amazing idea.
Beautiful.
And with that, let's sing a little Lecha Dodi, shall we?
Page 20, absolutely. Page 20, Lecha Dodi.
La 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 Lecha Dodi. La 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 Likra Kala. La 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 B'nai Shabbat. B'nai Shabbat Nikabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad. Yishmianu el hamiyuchad. Adonai echad. Shemo echad. L'shemu tiferet v'litilah. Shabbat lechuven elchad ki mekor haberacha berosh mikeret behesucha sof maaseh b'machshavat tefillah. Verse 5. Again, Rabbi. It's right there again. Uri, Uri, Shir Daberi. Right? Hitoreri, Hitoreri, Kiva Orech, Kumi Uri. Awake, awake, your light has come. Arise, shine, awake and sing. Amazing.
The light's meant to help us sing.
If you're comfortable rising to your feet to greet one another, there should be a way to rise in Zoom. There's a way to raise your hand in Zoom. But there's no way to interactively rise in Zoom. So if you're comfortable standing, if it's your custom, please do that as we greet one another on Zoom. Maybe send someone in chat a private message and greet them and wish them Shabbat Shalom. Boi v'shalom, ateret bala, gam besimcha, uvtzola, toch emunei, am segula. Boi chala, boi chala, ya la la, ya la 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 lecha dodi, la 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 lekrakala, la 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela, la 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 lecha dodi, la 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 lekrakala.
Before we turn to Shalom Aleichem on page 24, I don't know, Cantor Adam, what you shared connects in my mind actually to, in our worship committee meeting this past week, I think it was, there was a conversation about, the balance between trying to teach something about different rituals versus just creating experience and makes me think about this moment, L'chadodi. Cantor Adam just pointed it out in verse 5 or paragraph 5. Hitorari, awake, 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 come awake. It's the prophet is speaking to each and every one of us, Isaiah. And then it says, Kiva orech. Orech is your light. Your light is coming. And you might assume that the light that the prophet is thinking about is God's light. But as I read this poem from the 16th century, I think it's not just God's light. It's each of us. The poet is saying each of us has a light that's about to shine. It's easier when we have the Hanukkah lights and the Shabbat candles right behind me or right in front of you, maybe. But this, like recognizing the light that's within us that's going to come out. That's part of the reason why there is this tradition, has been for about 500 years, to rise as we at the end of L'chadodib. It's about helping us move our bodies, engage our bodies, embody our prayer with the idea that maybe we can connect to that light inside of us and help it come out as we rise. So, Shalom Aleichem for all of the
light, one little light.
Nice.
One light to light up the darkness. One light, one precious light. That's the light within you. That's the light within me. One light, one little light. One light to light up the darkness. One light, one precious light. That's the light within you. That's the light within me.
Friends, I don't know how much you think is like choreographed. That was not planned. I don't know if Cantor Adam was planning the whole time to sing that piece, but it's perfect. It all fits together perfectly. I love the spontaneity. Thank you, Cantor and the Shy. We turn now to, what did we say? I lost my place.
Page 24.
Shalom Aleichem. Yes, all the angels.
Shalom Aleichem,
Malachei
Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon.
you'd like to rise for Baruch Hu on page 28, please do. Rise or turn to page 28. On page 31, this is an hour of change. Within it, we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it, we stand quietly. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch.
ומעביר יום ומביא לילה ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה אדוני צבאות שמו אל חי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד ברוך אתה אדוני Amari Varavi
32
Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Avtat Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu תסיר ממנו לעולמים ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל.
Before we offer Shema on page 33, let's offer this responsively in the middle. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol.
All these things your Torah gives to us.
And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives.
What could be a truer token of your abiding love
than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? 34. Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
36. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם להיות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Let's turn to page 51. No. Cantor Adam, is we Micha Mocha here?
Oh.
Are we turning to, is that right?
We worship the power that unites the universe, a promise of harmony for all, yet the oneness that eludes our grasp as imperfection and evil bound. 151. Before our eyes, there is a vision of perfection, order, and goodness.
There's evil enough to break the heart, and there's good enough to exalt the soul.
When will redemption come?
When we grant everyone what we claim for ourselves.
Long ago, we escaped the tyranny of Egypt. Our people saw the power of the Most High.
We learned God's presence redeems time and event, so we celebrate this power that makes for freedom. Page 40.
וגואלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Bottom of 40. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Page 42.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו שומרנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו שומרנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים.
Page 43. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. The Shamru on page 44.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובני בני ישראל לא תהיה לעולם,
like to rise for the Amidah, please feel free to do so. Begin our standing prayer on page 46.
Adonai, Sefatai Tifka, Tufiagi Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu, Ve'imotenu. Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'anora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei hakol, Ve'zocher chasdei avot ve'imahot. מביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר מושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם. Might be snow this weekend. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו משני עפר. מי כמוך על גבורות ומידה מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We take a moment for our own personal private prayer. We'll come back together on page 57 for a wonderful meditation on 57. Page 57. You are with us in our prayer, our love and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. We turn now to a Hanukkah piece on page 264, All Hanisim. For all these miracles, page 264.
על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשועות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשועות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה.
We thank you for the miracles, for the redemption, for the mighty deeds and saving acts brought about by you, and for the wars which you waged for our ancestors in the days of old at this very season. We turn back to our prayer for peace, our first of several prayers for peace on page 60. Shalom Rav, a great peace. Page 60. Oh, I see. Maybe I was supposed to read the English here.
We'll make it work. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. B'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום.
And we go from our prayer for peace to our prayer for healing, a physical healing, a spiritual healing, a Misha Berach. If you want to share the names of a loved one or a friend, please do so in the chat. The Misha Berach is on page 253. 253.
מי שברך אבותינו מקור הברכה לאמותינו. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing. Let us sing, Amen. Misheberach imotenu, מקור הברכה לאבותינו. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us sing, Amen.
We now go from our prayer for healing to a beautiful prayer from Tara in Jerusalem. So, Greg or Stu, if you can launch us into Tara's time with us.
Hey everybody, happy Hanukkah and Shabbat Shalom. I am coming to you from Kibbutz Ramat Rachel. It's an archaeological dig here. There's lots of amazing, wonderful, loud things going on in Jerusalem, and I'm going to be sharing those videos with you later, but I needed to find a quiet little corner to offer some Torah on this Hanukkah Shabbat. So, just to put it in historical context, these ruins date back to the first temple period where I'm standing now, so quite a bit before the Maccabees. I am thinking, though, of the Maccabees and of the 8 nights, and I'm going to offer 8 questions, one for each night of Hanukkah, and if you walk away with just one that speaks to your heart, that will be enough. So make that your goal. Find the one question of these 8 questions that calls to you and take it with you and raise it up. So, question number 1 relates to the number of candles that we use on Hanukkah. How many candles? How many in that little box? 44. 36 plus the 8 shamash candles. And if you do the gematria for that, there are many beautiful words. One of the nicest that has the numerical value also of 44 is levavi, my heart, my heart. And so the first question I offer is, how can I let my heart shine out more fully on this holiday and into the darkness of this season and the potential light? How can I shine the light of my heart more fully? Question number 1. Question number 2 relates to the blessing, right? Lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Lehadlik ner. Same way we say it for Shabbat. But there are other times when we do mitzvot and we don't use the preposition le. We say al. Al netilat yadayim, for the washing of the hands, or al hamilah, for the brit milah. And when you use the preposition al, it means you can sort of give the mitzvah to someone else, as in the bris. Or it could be done, maybe at a little bit of a later time. Al is more general. But when you say lehadlik ner, it's a mitzvah shebegufo. It's a mitzvah that's in our own body. It's a mitzvah that only we can do, and do it right now. So the question I ask, number 2, is, what is a light that only I can kindle? What is a light that only I can kindle? Third question, lahadlik ner shel Chanukah. Lahadlik ner nun shel Chanukah. Lamed nun chet. That's the acronym there. And if you change around those letters a little bit, you get a beautiful verse from the Psalms. Nafshenu, that's the nun. Chikta, that's the chet. Ladonai, to God. We set our hope, we set our sights, we wait for God. What brings you hope? What brings you hope? How can you grow your hope? Like those candles. Question number 4. So, yes, as I've sort of taught thus far, it's up to each of us to kindle our own unique flame. But actually, if you look at a single Hanukkah candle, it's not much. It's just, a little flame. What makes it miraculous, what makes it beautiful, is the combination of candles and how they are lit and what time they are lit. When we think of that menorah in the temple, it was made of one hammered piece of gold. So it's not the individual candle, it's the connection between them and the ways in which they work together So, question number 4 is, with whom can you strengthen your relationship to bring about that miracle? Of course, in Israel, we don't say Nes Gadol Haya Sham, a great miracle happened there when we spin the dreidel. We say Nes Gadol Haya Po, a great miracle happened here. And I think we have a little bit of Jerusalem in all of us. So question number 5 is, what miracle is unfolding in your life? So I'm thinking about when we kindle the candles, right? There's actually a fair amount of debate in our sources. Does it happen at the beginning of sunset? Does it happen at the end of sunset? Maybe we're supposed to kindle the lights as the stars are coming out. Our rabbis debate this over and over again, but what's clear is that they need to be lit in the face of coming darkness. And so question number 5 is, how can I use the darkness that's around me to be an inspiration for light, to ignite my fire? Hanukkah can't happen in the middle of the day. It has to happen in the dark. 6, we're almost there. I hope maybe you found one interesting question for you. When we light the Hanukkah candles, one thing I'm always struck by is, the house may still be a little messy. Things are all the same. None of the objects have changed. But in the glow of the Hanukkah light, everything looks a little bit different. So how can you bring a renewed perspective to your own home, to your own table, to the details of your life? How can you invigorate them with the warmth and the glow of the Hanukkah lights? Question number 7. So, when it comes to thinking about the question of when we are to kindle the lights of Hanukkah, one thing our sages do say is that the latest time you can do it is when the markets are closing. Because really, the goal is that people should see the Hanukkah lights as they're coming home from the market. And so we remember that really the Chanukiah, our menorah, is supposed to be in the window for passersby to see. So question number 7 is, how can you share your light more to make it go outside? I know we're all socially isolated now, but what can you do to reach beyond the confines of your own life, your own home, to stretch outward? So, Hanukkah, 2nd century BCE. Assyrian, Greeks, the mighty army, a Hellenistic culture with all of its draws and pulls, and somehow Judah Maccabee and his band of ill-equipped but big-dreaming rebels were able to rededicate the temple, to take it back, to raise it up for holy purpose. Think of a challenge in your life, maybe one that feels completely insurmountable. How can you take some of the strength and hope and faith of this holiday to conquer that challenge? I hope you got a question that speaks to your heart. And I look forward to taking you around Jerusalem and showing you some yummy sufganiyot and some beautiful Chanukiot in windows. And I wish you a beautiful, beautiful holiday.
I think we now have. Whoops. Yes, there we go. Great.
Find out about
Okay, beautiful. Let's turn to page 282 as we rise if you'd like for Elenu. 282. Elenu l'shabeach l'Adon,
לתת גדולה לעושה בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
287.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יחיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
And as always, we remember loved ones before concluding. Kaddish is on 294, and this week we remember laid to rest in the last 30 days Anne Hand, Mark Lewis Hessel, and Gustav Gus Klein. And we remember as well those whose yortzeit falls on this week or Shabbat. Isidore Baskin, Ida Druxerman, Minerva Druxerman, Cantor Robert Harmon, Robert Harmon, Joan Greenfield and Erwin Hershon, Louis Jacobs and Murray Kaplan, Jack Leibowitz and Ben Levin, May Betty Squires and Zoya Leveza, Leah Malmead and Jack Permit, Eleanor Spiegel Rubin, Ernest Seides, Ryan Sims, David Silberman, Bruce Weiner, and Nina Weidel. If the name of a loved one, if I read a name you'd like to rise, do so. As well, if it's your custom to rise with the mourners, please feel free to do so and add your own loved ones. I see Ted Cohen from you, Howard, or Gloria Orleans Hornwood, Isaac Ehrlich, Jordana, your beloved dad. There, for all of us remembering a loved one, if you'd like to rise at home, please feel free to do so. Mourner's Kaddish is on page 294. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, bagalav izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam u'omei maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal Shemei dekudesha b'rechu le'ela min kol bircha v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'miran b'yoma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael, v'yal kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel. And let us say one last time, amen. If you'd like to sit for a moment, you may. I want to just make one thought about Cantor Robert Harmon, who this is his 50th yortzeit, and Cantor Adam and I have had going back some time. I don't exactly even remember when it started with Cantor Harmon's daughter Diana, and there was a plan pre-COVID that Diana and her family were going to Diana Harmon Asher. Asher's her married name. that she and her husband Henry and their family were going to help us create a celebration of Cantor Harmon's uh, wonderful chazanut and cantorial life. Diana is still very committed, as are we, to making this happen. But in this COVID year, as it were, we are that's on hold. But I don't know how many of you. I have no idea actually how many of you, if any. I hope that uh, the more the better. Actually, had some connection to Cantor Harmon, but as Temple Beth-El surely had a great love for him, and it'll be a privilege. Diana, I don't know if you're on this Zoom, but it'll be a privilege for us to get to experience your dad's music and bring his presence in a very intentional way to Temple Beth-El. So, okay. Um, let's see. A bunch of announcements. Virtual Oneg hosted by Elaine Springer. Thank you so much. Tomorrow morning, Torah study at 9 in our Shabbat morning service. We celebrate Hanukkah and also the adult bat mitzvah of one Terry Levin. Dear Terry, I'm not sure if I saw Terry or not, but it'll be a wonderful celebration with Terry, and please join. So, if you thought about next week, next week, Erev Shabbat service, normal time, with a little Hanukkah glory slideshow. So please send a photograph, some photographs from Hanukkah for this week, as they happen this week, or Hanukkah photos from your lifetime, from anywhere in the last day or decade or century. Send them to Jackie Wadsworth here at the temple, and
We want to see old family photos of Chanukiot being lit.
Yeah, beautiful. Right.
Dreidel games that your parents caught you playing and took a picture, or maybe you took a picture of your children,
All the above.
or a sufganya selfie.
Ooh, wow, very
Like
good.
the rabbi this week, dripping jelly out onto his lap.
Exactly.
Classic.
Exactly. Okay, so send in your photos for next Friday night. We'll have a slideshow that I think will be really
And
special.
ugly Hanukkah sweaters also.
Exactly.
We want to see those.
Let's see, Hanukkah celebrations continue. Tomorrow evening is the virtual Hanukkah gala. What did we call it?
Virtual Hanukkah Carnival.
Carnival, not gala. I made a mistake, but
virtual Hanukkah
Carnival. Exactly. That's at 5 or 5:30. What time's it started? 5
o'clock.
What?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Yes. Okay. And we'll make Havdalah at 5:30. Nice, Cantor Adam. Beautifully done. What else? Sunday morning.
Wait, you're forgetting that the highlight of the virtual Hanukkah Carnival.
Yes, I didn't want to forget it. No. So you made sure that I didn't.
No, I made sure of that. But you should know that there's going to be some special guests that are going to be making appearances. Yes. We will be seeing an offering from a member of the original cast of Hamilton. Yes, a presentation, an offering from the original cast member, David Diggs, and other Hamilton Hanukkah specials. Yeah, it's going to be great. Plus, we're going to see the updated Levine family Hanukkah house in all of its resplendence.
Nice.
Apparently, it's totally Griswold, if you catch my meaning. And then topping it all out, the Lotke Hamantashen debate.
Very intense.
Very incredible academic and scholarly. Very scholarly. I got something in my eye.
It's a very important debate. Affects the well-being of our nation to its very core.
Yes.
Okay, so that's Saturday evening, afternoon, evening, Sunday as well. Let's see, Hanukkah celebrations Sunday morning, starting at 9 a.m. Our Tzedakah project Go online to sign up. Jordana and Dana Sebeski have done amazing work raising close to $8,000, and every dollar feeds desperately needy people. So please support it even more. If you haven't supported for the first time, if you've already given support, thank you a ton, and why not double it? Let's see. I'm sure I'm leaving something important out, but
Yes, there's going to be a Hanukkah yoga event tomorrow.
oh, you're right.
On
Sunday.
Yes, light your inner menorah.
Exactly, led by Sharon and Ilanit and Rabbi Tara, and I think Ron is going to make a special appearance too. And on Tuesday evening, though, at 7:00, be sure to join Cantor Adams Campfire Songshare.
Yeah, song share.
Songshare. I know it's a
We'll
typo.
sing some
that
songs.
I intentionally included.
But don't forget we're also having the tomorrow Sunday night.
Yes.
Tune in.
Oh, I thought I said
if you haven't
that.
signed up already, it might be too late. But tune in for our
Stu Botwinick, are you there? Is it too late to join the Sunday evening in the parking lot? I think there's 25 cars is the limit. I don't know if Stu's there. He'll tell us. If not, he won't.
check your email.
Yes.
But you can tune in via Zoom to check out our Headlight Hanukkah.
Exactly.
Hanukkah by Headlight.
One last announcement before we celebrate. I believe it's a birthday of Sonia and Kyle Greenbaum. I think it's a birthday. But before we call on the Greenbaums, on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, the 16th at 7:30 p.m., join the Sisterhood as they watch and discuss The Last Suit, the story of Abraham Burstein, an 88-year-old Jewish tailor who runs away from Buenos Aires to Poland. And it's a very, very, very meaningful story. And I'm sure the conversation will be equally meaningful and a wonderful opportunity to be with friends, old friends and new friends. So Cal and Sonia, wait, forgive me. Am I wrong or right that it's a birthday?
It's a birthday.
You're muted, Cal. You started. Where'd you go?
It's my birthday. That's Sonia's is coming up.
Where did Cal go?
I'm here.
Stu, Greg, do you see what happened to them? Just as Cal opened, he started to say something.
Well, it is an off-year birthday. It's 94, what? Not 95.
I saw you, Cal. You're about to speak.
I thought I did speak.
Your video went out.
Something. Am I muted?
No. Accident turned your video.
We can hear you. We hear you fine. We hear you.
You do?
Oh.
Okay. Only Rabbi Mayer can't hear me.
I know. Forgive me.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, whoops. So wait, we say it again. Is it a birthday?
It is a birthday. It is my birthday.
Yours.
Off year, 94.
Awesome. Okay. Well, may the next, what they say, Ad Me'av Esrim until 120, Cal. May you bring a lot of light into the world. I know that Sonia agrees, and all of us who know you know that to be the case. So on this Festival of Lights, hopefully you can feel connected to all the light that you bring into the world. So you guys are going to lead us in Kiddush and Motzi, yes?
Yes, we are. Yes.
Yes.
Great. Go for it.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, pray pri hakafen. Short version.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'yahava u'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, shilhu yom tehila lemikrai kodesh, zecher litziat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'acharta v'otanu kidashta mikol hamim ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Amen. L'chaim.
We're unmuted. Are we muted?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Motzi.
I see the challah.
You see the challah.
Yes.
Well, okay, here we go.
Yeah, bring it closer.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen.
Amen, amen. Excellent. Okay. We're going to, Mazel Tov again. We're going to turn to page 62 as we close out with a few.
I think it's actually 366. Let's start on that page. If you're on that page.
366.
366. And I'm actually going to do a little screen sharing. Okay. Here we go. Present. Okay. Can I get rid of this unmute myself thing? It's terrible. It's in my way. Okay. Sevivon So we're in E minor. Ready. And pick would help. Sevivon sov Chanukah hu chatov. Chanukah hu chatov. Sevivon sov Chag simcha hu la'am. Nes gadol hayasham. Nes gadol hayasham. Chag simcha hu la'am. Sevivon sov Chanukah hu chatov. Chanukah hu chatov. Sevivon sov Chag simcha hu la'am. Nes gadol hayasham. Nes gadol hayasham. Chag simcha hu la'am. Since we're in E minor, why don't we move forward and see what's next? If I can advance. Oh. Actually, we'll go into E major here. I am a Latke. I am a Latke. And I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am a Latke. I am a Latke. And I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am so mixed up that I cannot tell you. I am sitting in this blender, turning brown. I've made friends with the onions and the flour, while the cook is out about scouting oil in town. I sit here wondering what will come of me. I can't be eaten looking as I do. I need someone to take me out and cook me, or I'll really end up in a royal stew. I am a Latke. I am a Latke. And I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am a Latke. I am a Latke. And I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. Every holiday has food so special. I'd like to have that same attention too. I do not want to spend life in this blender, wondering what the heck am I supposed to do. Matzah and charoset are for Pesach, chopped liver and challah for Shabbat. Linses on Shavuot are delicious, and gefilte fish, no holidays without. That's a terrible rhyme.
Terrible.
I am a
Malaki.
I am a lucky, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am a lucky, I am a lucky, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I think there's another verse. God help us. It's important that I have an understanding of what it is that I'm supposed to do. You see, there are many people who are homeless, with no jobs and no clothes and very little food. It's so important that we all remember that while we have most things we need, we must remember those who have so little. We must help them. We must be the ones to feed. So be a lucky. So be a lucky. And we cannot wait for Hanukkah to end. We are the luckies. We are the luckies. And we must offer them our help. You and me, my friend. Okay, how about something in a little Ladino? Oh, yes? Hanukkah linda está aquí. Ocho candelas para mí. Hanukkah linda está aquí. Ocho candelas para mí. Ay. Una candalica, dos candalicas, tres candalicas, cuatro candalicas, cinco candalicas, seis candalicas, siete candalicas, ocho candelas para mí. Make sure when you pronounce these numbers, it's a little like Spanish. Ladino is a little like Spanish, but the thing that might throw you off is 6, which is cintu, and then 7 is I'm sorry, 5 is cintu, 6 is seis like the Portuguese. It sounds Portuguese, and then siete and ocho. Okay, so let's go on to the next verse. Muchas fiestas vou fazer con alegrías y placer. Muchas fiestas vou fazer con alegrías y placer. Uno candalicas, dos candalicas, tres candalicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candalicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelas para mí. A little tango there, yeah, a little tango. Los pastelicos voy a comer con almendricas y la miel. Los pastelicos voy a comer con almendricas y la miel. Ooh, almond pastries, yum. Una candalica, dos candalicas, tres candalicas, cuatro candalicas, cinco candalicas, seis candalicas, siete candalicas, ocho candelas para mí. Okay, ole.
Ole, exactly.
How about we close out with, do we do Se vivon sov sov sov?
No, we didn't.
Let's do that. Se vivon sov sov sov.
Bottom of 3-6, or you're putting it up there.
I feel like maybe we did do that. We did do that? Let's do another one. Should we do another one?
Oh yeah, we did do. That's right.
We did do that. How about we do one more? I'll stop sharing the screen. We'll do one more song for Hanukkah. What haven't we done? That's in the book. Oh. How about should we do the
Not by might, not by
power. Not by might.
Not by might.
That's the one that I told you set aside. I said, Shy, let's keep this one in reserve. Okay.
Shabbat Shalom all. Chag Sameach. Happy
Sameach.
Hanukkah. Hopefully we will see you tomorrow and Sunday. Everyone be well. Be safe and be well. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Hanukkah Sameach.
All right.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Certainly took-
Shalom. Happy
Shabbat
Hanukkah.
Shalom, everyone.
Happy Hanukkah.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, Phil.
Shabbat shalom.
Hi, Linda.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Hey, Roberta.
Hey.
Shabbat
I
shalom.
can't even remember what's familiar and what's not. So to me, it's like, I don't know.
Mayor, we can hear you.
What's going on?
Thanks,
In
Greg.
terms of
Can't
the
get on.
one moment where we did the English reading for the Shema,
I should.
I would
Mayor,
actually
we
do
can
the
hear
English
you.
before the
You gotta watch out.
Now
I know, that's why I kept saying we can hear you.
you can hear me, you can see me.
Yes, both.
Okay.
Both.
Here we go.
So you were right, Elaine. I forgot that it was next week. I told Joy.
At the Wednesday night? Yeah.
No, but that too, but I.
Oh, next week you're on. Yeah, next week it's your
next
turn.
week. Yes.
We gotta find somebody else to take our jobs. Please
Yeah.
take it away.
Oh, okay, I'll do it.
Well, Dory-
I'll do it the third.
Okay, good.
You're doing it next week?
Yeah.
I'm doing it. next
Linda's
week.
doing it next week.
Okay, I'll do it. the
Hello,
week-
everybody. Hi, Michael.
Hi, how you doing, Elaine?
Good.
Hi,
How you
Michael.
Hi,
doing,
if you can
Dory?
hear me. Hello.
Linda,
I took it back, Michael.
I'll do it.
I
the week
hear you.
after you, Linda.
What?
I'll do it the week after you.
Okay, fine. I'll tell Joy.
Okay.
What you have to do is stay on until you want.
I
Don't
know.
want to stay on
I know,
anymore.
Right.
No, I'm telling anybody else that's on.
Yeah, it's really.
So-
It's
Ellen,
really
it's good
easy.
to see you.
Yeah, it's
Ellen.
good to see you too.
Yes.
Oh, yay.
Yes.
Very good.
Ellen, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
Are you
what's the que-
related? Are you related to the family that has Nicole and Ronald Burglass?
Yes.
How are you related?
I think we are related. You know, I'm not quite certain. But somehow we're
went to-
related.
Right.
We're related to them. They are relatives of ours.
Okay.
Yeah, they're relatives. But do you know them?
I know Nicole. Well, I know Ronnie too. Nicole and I graduated together.
Uh-huh.
And I can't remember her name now, but there was a permit that I worked with years ago. A girl, I can't remember her name, but she would be